Hello, I'm Sam. I'm here with Rocking Horse Studio, and today I'm joined by two very talented people, and we're going to ask them a few questions. So, who wants to go first?
Spencer.
Spencer, tell us a bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a male. I'm 6'7". I haven't always been this big. Thank God for my mum. That would have been painful. And I'm getting older.
All right, fair enough. What's your career consist of? What have you been up to?
Well, I started in a very small school, at a Catholic school in Rill called Uskelmeyer. I left there when I was like 10. Then I went to Prestatyn High, left there at the end. And then I went to some colleges, failed terribly. And then I got into sports. I found myself into kickboxing martial arts, became one of the best in the world. Became undefeated pro boxer, and I called the boxing ring my dream machine, because I've lived a lot of dreams through the boxing ring. So yeah, and now I'm an actor, rocking it.
What sort of projects have you been involved in with
Well, it started in 2002. I landed a role called the Wolf in Harry Potter, The Prisoner of Azkaban. Did 3 Harry Potter films. And then I went to Batman Begins. I burned down Batman's house in Batman Begins, League of the Shadow Warrior 1. And then I was Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Vogue Soldier number 1. And then I went on to Beowulf and Grendel and Dead Man's Cards, Aragon, Stardust, Golden Compass, Ghost Rider, Doctor Who's, Game of Thrones, Frankenstein, Guardians of the Galaxy, Green Street 3, yeah, Head of Millwall in that. Victor Frankenstein, did some adverts for the Super Bowl in America, did some adverts for the Barbara Windsor on the Jackpot Joy adverts. One of the latest characters is Darth Vader in Rogue One. Did a video game called Shadow of War, Friend or Foe for Warner Brothers. I was Nuruk. He's a bad boy. He cuts off heads. So don't let your kids play that. Yeah, and I'm always got something on the boil, so it's all good.
Cool. And got any future plans? You're just kind of gonna carry on going?
Just keep on walking, keeping positive, and just try not to hurt anybody along the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And okay, we'll go over to Quentin then.
Quentin?
Quentin Tarantino.
Great, yeah, well, I'm from America. I'm a voice actor. Quentin, I'm Quentin from America. I do a lot of comic books, and I do my Jack Nicholson, and I do my Gary Grant. Oh yeah. I do a lot of characters, voice work, and the animation and stuff. And there's that guy Derek Lyons, he's
he's big time.
We're very similar. Apparently, he's a legend.
He looks a lot like you.
He's a legend, isn't he?
Derek looks a lot like you.
He's a legend, man. He's a
living legend.
Yeah. So so I'm Quentin Flynn from the United States, and
we're going to go back in time here 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, Derek. Hey, man.
So actually, it's Derek Lyons. Don't worry. That's cool. I don't mind. It's improvisation. In fact, Quentin would do the same if you said the same thing, because we have very similar faces.
Is there not even called Quentin in here?
Quentin Flynn. Quentin Flynn. He's a voice actor. No, he's a great guy. I make mistakes, so don't worry about it. No, I started in the business when I was 18, Star Wars. I was the middle bearer, Rebel Guard, first Star Wars movie. Dad got me in the business. He knew a lot of stuntmen and stuff. And I got in the business, and I worked on Quadrophene, The Shining, Superman 2, 3 and 4, Indiana Jones Lost Crusade, auditioned for Rage Lost Ark, got it, but I decided to go on holiday. I trained as a stuntman briefly in the late 90s. I almost qualified, but I didn't have enough money to get the rest of the qualifications. And it was a guy called, what was his name now? You must know him. Oh, stuntman, because I knew a lot of stuntmen. Gary's an old friend of mine, Gary Powell, because Nosher and Dinny were with my dad at Smithfield Meat Market. They knew each other from the early days. But now, what was his name? It comes to me later anyway. But so getting in the business,
Armstrong.
I know Vic very well, and Andy as well. I know with the stuntman anyway. So I wanted to be a stuntman actually originally. That was my kind of, and Wayne Michaels became a stuntman, and my peer Gary Powell I did, because his father was a stuntman. So I was very lucky, and I kind of broke away from the films and went and became a TV actor on the TV show called The Bill. But my main passion is martial arts, a bit like my dear friend here, Spencer, who I love dearly. And I've been training all my life.
I'll give you that $5 later.
I've been training since 74, met Bruce Lee's wife in 76. So I have a connection. I know you went to the cemetery, didn't you? Up in Seattle,
right.
Lucky man. See Brandon and bless him, and Bruce. But that was my main thing, martial arts and fitness. I was a amateur. I'm a leader, a British Amateur Weightlift Association leader, which means I can train people on weight training, swimming coach, triathlon coach, and martial artist. And I have my own martial art called Zen Swim, which I practice when I go to the forest of Sweden. So, and I'm in a few films like Elstree 1976, the new Flash film called Life After Flash. So I've been in lots of films. So I take it with a pinch of salt. It's a career. You only look good as your last job. And I'm auditioning for a part in a movie later this year, this month in fact. So I'm going kind of slowly getting back into it again. And I've got more confidence than I did before when I did supporting work. But I think I'm just normal, like Spencer. We just want to work and enjoy ourselves and have fun, right?
Yeah.
And not take it too seriously. As Robert Mitchum once said to me, Derek's all smoke and mirrors and full of horseshit. That's what it is. If you know that, then you can just get on better in the business. You know what I mean? That's what I was just saying. Yes. What's happening? It's falling behind you. Go on. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
It's all right. Have you both enjoyed the weekend?
Yeah, I'm enjoying my life. It's great.
It's good.
See, Spencer's a very positive. I love Spencer Dilly. I met him a few years ago, and we chat with each other quite a lot. He rings me from LA sometimes, and he knows I suffer from depression. And he really is such a supportive person. He's a very kind, very open person, and very positive person. Maybe that's for his martial arts. I don't know. Or just his life. And we're very similar in some ways. I'm very dyslexic, and I've got a lot of problems with stuff like that. But Spencer's been a really good friend when we meet, and I always look forward to seeing him. But we had a wonderful time here. Martin and the rest of the crew have been fantastic with us.
Got me then.
Yeah. No, I do love him, man. I do love this guy. He's a really good. I've got another new friend, Quinton. Quinton, who you thought I was earlier. He's a wonderful guy too. And it's nice to meet you guys with this movie you're doing, which is the Rocking Horse Studios.
Great name.
The bullying.
How long has the studio's been going for?
Run for Your Life, is it? Run for Your Life,
The film itself we've been working on for 5 years.
Have you?
3 years we've been officially
Good man.
in business.
Good man.
Yeah. So, and that's what. I'm interfering here. I understand you.
No, go on, carry on. We're asking you a question.
Well, we're producing obviously this area's.
And what's your name?
Film, Gareth Thomas.
Gareth Thomas.
Yeah.
Very well. It's a very good name.
If you want to look it up, Gareth Owen David Thomas. Very Welsh.
Nice Welsh name. Yeah.
But basically, the film itself it's anti-bullying. It's also raising awareness of autism. You mentioned dyslexia. Autism as well. It's one of these things that it needs to be out there. And from our point of view, it's the first feature film this area has ever produced. So for that reason, it's a lot of hard work, like any film. But also in today's day and age, for as rife as something like autism is, there isn't an autism hero, if you like.
Yeah.
Like there's plenty of films where people getting bullied, but autism hasn't got a role model yet. So, and especially for a girl, because our character's a girl, and autism is very underdiagnosed with females.
Yeah, of course.
Because girls essentially they're good at social masking. They can be, like you mentioned, depression. Girls can pretend they're all right a bit better than us boys can sometimes, So that's what the film's about. What we're asking for you guys, if there's any way at all you can help us, whether it's by just giving us some advice, checking whether it's crap or not, what's good, what isn't, just contacts, whatever way you can possibly support it would be brilliant, because you guys are much higher
part of it now. We're shouting it out now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just good. So it's the social media what you need.
Yeah.
We'll shout it out because it's a good thing.
Yeah.
So I'm a heavy dyslexic. I'm patron of anti-bullying back home for I Spy. So I do a lot of. I was in Kansas 2 weeks ago talking to the schools, the Boys and Girls Club, about bullying.
Yeah.
What effects it has on the people getting bullied, and the bullying themselves. There's something going on. Maybe there's something they're getting bullied at home themselves. So
we sort of touched on that a little bit. Our main bully. It turns out that her mum's a real nasty piece of work, and even the bully's got a reason for why she's the way she is. And that's falling. At the end of our film, our bully actually realises how wrong she's got it, and she helps the victim
that's what normally
succeed.
happens.
Yeah, so she realises how wrong she's got it. If I can get email addresses for you guys, I know they're really good.
Yeah, I'll get. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I mean, I'm quite happy, to you know, as I help with like L Street 1976 and a Flash Gordon to the new Flash Life After Flash as well. But this is more pertinent. This is more important because bullying. You know, I was bullied myself by my grandfather. I was bullied by kids at school when I was younger. And you know, I've had it, and still, even recently, someone tried to bully me, and I didn't get away with it though, because I can look after myself now. But it happens with everyone. It doesn't matter kids, but you know, but obviously we've got to look after children. We've got to make sure that the youth of today are kind of supported. And because it's such a tough life out there now with the social media, is in fact, you know, and bullying goes. As I said to you yesterday, I know I've heard of it all going on, and you know, it's because of this kind of Kardashian kind of thing we have, where everyone has to look a certain way, the girls have to look a certain way, and if they're too fat or they're too thin, or you know, there's all this kind of shit going on with people, and yeah, so I'll help what I can.